Hi all, GabuX here, with the second gameplay video for My Little Investigations. Before we get started though, I had one thing that I just wanted to clarify, which is that all of the audio, visual, and story content that you're about to see in this video is tentative. I've polished it up to make it as presentable as I could to give people a sense of the potential in the game, but this video first and foremost is intended to demonstrate the game engine, not the final look and feel of the game. So, with that out of the way, let's take a look at the game thus far. In the last video, I demonstrated interrogations. In this video, I'll be moving up a level to character encounters. Character encounters are end-to-end character-to-character interactions at a given location, which may include any number of questions and interrogations. In this particular encounter, interrogations is grayed out because we don't have any interrogations yet. I've designed encounters to be quite fluid, however, and as you'll shortly see, questions can lead to interrogations, which can then lead to more questions. And in that respect, there can often be much more to talk about than is initially available when you first approach a character. So, without further ado, let's take a look at how a character encounter can go. We'll start off by asking some of the questions that are initially available. Now you can see that this question opened up an interrogation. We've still got one more question left to go in the list, but for right now, let's back out and have a look at the interrogation. Whereas questions are for the most part just watching dialogue, watching the story evolve, interrogations are much more interactive engagement with the character. As demonstrated in the last video, in interrogations you need to listen to what the person has to say, press them if you need more information, eventually figure out where something they said doesn't match up with the evidence, and then present that evidence. Since I demonstrated this particular interrogation in detail in my last gameplay video, I'll just skim through it. The only thing that's changed is that, as you'll hear, the music's presence is now variable rather than constant. Now, successfully clearing that interrogation has removed it from the list, and has opened up another question. You can now probably get a sense for how character encounters can evolve the further you go. Let's take a look at this new question. Now, we've got a bit of a problem here. We need to present evidence, but we don't have the evidence that we need right now. This is something that can quite easily happen in the game, and when you think you've gotten into this situation, it's time to hit cancel and back away. Fortunately, in this particular situation, the evidence that we need is not very far away. Now, you can see that in this question, Rather than opening a new conversation path at the end, in fact, asking it gave us a new piece of evidence, which is another thing that you can acquire through character encounters. This is, in fact, the piece of evidence that we just needed moments ago. So, let's go back to that question. And now you can see we have yet another interrogation. So let's go check it out. This is a bit of a pickle, isn't it? There doesn't seem to be anything we can do here. None of our evidence matches up with anything that she said. And this isn't a bug. Interrogations are designed such that, similar to before, you can get into an interrogation without actually being able to successfully complete it. In this way, if you've played the Ace Attorney series, interrogations are a bit of a hybrid between cross-examinations and psych locks. All of the interactivity in cross-examinations is here, but so is the uncertainty of psych locks regarding whether you actually have the evidence you need. At this point in time, all we can do is click End Interrogation and look elsewhere. Now, if this were the real game, at this point we'd revisit places we've been to before to try to find more evidence that is necessary to bring that interrogation to a successful conclusion. However, sadly, this isn't the real game yet, and different locations is not something that I've implemented thus far. So, we've reached the end of the line for now. Thanks for watching all, and I hope you'll stay tuned for more from my little investigations.